Okay, so this is the Action Fleet, the Galoob Action Fleet Aliens collection. I don't have the whole thing, but I have the APC and the dropship, as you can see here. There is a Narcissus and a... actually, I believe that's it. It's just the Narcissus, and then there's weird, face play sets that open up, but these are the two that I really wanted. Only one of them's complete. I think you can see probably which one I like more between the two of these guys. So I guess we'll start with the APC. This one is not complete, unfortunately. If you can believe it, these are kind of rare. So doesn't have all the figures, basically. But the APC itself is in pretty good shape. I just got to spend a couple years, finishing it. So I guess we'll go over the features. Start at the front. You can see the awesome little prints there. The Sulaco was the, of course, the big old ship that the Marines were deployed from. The little turret gun at the front here moves. It does something I really appreciate, where it ratchets into the forward position, so it doesn't move that easily, but you can snap it out of that. You can see there's a little friction right there. Yeah, there you go. And then you have your little window, which is translucent plastic. I really appreciate that. If you can see this little top hatch here, there's a little hinge back here, and you can grab it right there and open it up like that. I could open it a little further. I just want to retain friction in that joint, not play it too hard. Fairly detailed interior. Definitely like that. That is pretty awesome. Let's see if I can get the light in there properly. There. Don't believe there is a control console up at the front right here. It's just the window that the guy can look out, but you can see I believe the lieutenant's chair right there that he sits in to incompetently command the Marines. And then there's you would never be able to get to it, but there's a bunch of storage for figures back there if you could, somehow saw the top off here and fit them in there. And then that snaps into place so it doesn't, come flying apart. I appreciate that. And then the side door here, you just kind of slides. You can just kind of slide it open, and then it actually snaps shut like that, so it doesn't come flying off. There's a lot of friction here, which I definitely appreciate. And you can just, simulate your guys getting in and out with that little door there, because that's the one they use in the film. The wheels, these spin freely. There's a through axle, so they spin together and don't spin independently. But these, for some reason, I couldn't tell you why, but they click. This one doesn't have any sort of what is it, like the drawback, feature where you can pull cars back and it'll go flying. This doesn't have that. I don't know why these wheels click like they do, but they do. There's nothing really else to show off on this side, but the pretty cool detail. You've seen snippets of it, but at the bottom there's a cute little alien that got run over. I very much appreciate that. It's just a fun little thing you wouldn't see from the side like that. And of course, the main attraction, it's got taillights right there. I like those. But the main attraction is definitely the gun. It's got a really cool mechanism. Doesn't go flying around. It stays relatively steady. And you can click it out of place and slide it up. And then it actually clicks into place. So it and there's enough friction in the joint that it doesn't just go flying around. So there's a lot of friction there. I like that. Very good design. And then you can easily just click it back out of place and put it back down there, fold it down like that. And very good mechanism. I like this. And apparently it stands the test of time, because this one's still, these are from I think 96. It says somewhere under here. Yep, 96. So it's held up since then. All right, and that's it for that one. And then this is what you're all here to see, the dropship. This one I actually have complete, so this one should be a little more entertaining. I guess we can go over the stand first. The stand I definitely like. It's got that cool, reflective green on there that catches the light real well. Looks really cool. And then the HR Giger stand there that actually comes in 2 pieces, I believe. Yeah, that little part pops out, and you can just kind of work it in there like that. Just kind of snaps in. Ugh. There we go. I'll deal with that in a sec. There we go. All right, and then the ship itself. This thing is just loaded with features. It may be my favorite action. It may be my favorite toy ever. It's a pretty good representation. Obviously, it's, toyified, but, because the canopy has been widened, so it could fit the figures. But it's a very good representation of the dropship itself. Just give you some angles of it. No painted engines, unfortunately, but Action Fleet's never really done that, so. We'll start at the front here. It's got the little, what I believe is a chain gun on the front here. There's your cockpit where you can see Corporal Farrow in there, and then I got Hicks in the back. Of course, this snaps open like that. You can lift it up and see your boys back in there. Well, boy and girl back in there. I like these little figures. They sit in there pretty well. They don't jiggle. They're pretty well friction fit in there. Very good fitting there. And they show really well through the cockpit. That is definitely a plus there. I like that a lot. And then obviously your little missile pods unfold like they do in the movie, and they have a lot of friction in that joint, so it doesn't, go flying around. Same with this one. I really like that they have just enough friction to keep themselves in place. And then, of course, the one everyone remembers, these 2 big ones open up like this, and then you get your awesome shot of the dropship flying towards the screen. And then, just to build upon the awesome features, it has the landing gear that it does in the movie that actually, folds up very well and hides itself very well, which I appreciate. And it may look like this one sticks out a little bit, but in the film, the piece of landing gear actually does stick out like this, which I really enjoy. It's actually accurate to the film. I like that a lot. But the landing gear comes out, and you can flatten it on the ground like that. And then you may have noticed already that there's a little ramp here. Let me fold in the landing gear and make it a little easier. If you pull up or pull down on this little ramp, you can see there's something hidden in there. This didn't actually come with the dropship itself. It came in a separate set, but as you can see, it comes with the Micro Machine set comes with a little APC that just so happens to fit exactly inside their little dropship. And this thing has a crazy amount of detail. This one has independently spinning wheels. They all have their own. I mean, there's a through axle, but they all spin independently. They're not glued onto the axle. And then you can see the paint there on the windshield. This little turret gun actually does move. Very cute. Thing rolls, of course. Doesn't have the dead alien, so points off there. But the turret gun, you can see I have it deployed. The only way it fits inside that little bay there is if it's deployed like this. But you can definitely let me get it this way. I'm trying to remember what the easiest way to. There, you just gotta kind of work it, and then you can rotate it back like that. And then you can roll it along like it does in the movie. And that's all the features for these. I gotta say my favorite thing about this line is definitely that they paid a lot of attention to detail, and these ships do what they do in the movies. So if you were a kid and you're like, whoa, I really want that dropship from Aliens and I want it to do the cool stuff that it does in the movie, you can have that. This toy does everything the dropship does in the movie, which a lot of manufacturers fail to, appreciate. So I definitely like these toys a lot. It does suck that they're as rare as they are. You know, they're a little difficult to find for under $100. But if you're diligent, you can find a deal. Especially difficult to find the ones that are complete.